What's good, fam? This is your man Jimmy Conway, beatsforlyricist.com, music production tips. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Loopcloud 6 with Ableton Live combined, and I'm going to show you the features of Loopcloud 6. Loopcloud 6 is a massive library of over 4 million sounds that you could download at any time and use in your productions royalty free. So I'm gonna show you how to. You can use it as a standalone, or you could use it as a plugin within your DAW. I'm gonna use it as a plugin in my DAW right now. I'm gonna use it within Ableton Live 9 Suite, and it's a great way to enhance your music library, your loops, your one shots. It's a great way to expand on what you have already. And let's get it started. First, you want to go into your VST folder, search down for Loopcloud, drag it to an empty space. It'll bring up this little Loopcloud box. It says not connected to Loopcloud. Just click open app. And here you'll be on the home page for Loopcloud. Now this has a 8-track, not a sequencer, but an 8-track playback engine that you could import different loops on different tracks and play them back together in sync and in key. So you get exclusive packs once you sign up. You get a bunch of exclusive packs. You can get curated collection packs. All the most recent stuff is here on this page. Now, there's different ways you can search for whatever kind of loop or sound you're looking for. So these four are 4 different ways you can search for loops or one shots. Through instruments, you can search for different bass one shots or loops, and they have subgenres too in each one. So got guitars, keyboards, mallets, percussions, synths, vocals. You can search by genre. So you can go down tempo, house, jazz, rock, hip hop. Everything's here. And if you find a person that you like, let's say you like Apollo Sounds, or you like you can search for loops and sounds by curator here. And then you can search by different formats: Apple loops, WAV files, Rex2 files for your Reasons, the Reason community. And then up here you have a search bar. This search bar is actually really powerful in narrowing down your search. Okay, so you could look for stuff like let's look for a specific loop. Okay, so we're gonna look for a piano loop. We're gonna make sure that instead of one shot, we're gonna click loops. We only want to hear loops. Okay, so now we got a bunch of piano loops, different keys, different BPMs. So we're gonna narrow that down. Say if we want a piano loop in the key of F sharp, you could type it in here, F, and then when you come down here, it'll say key. You can do F or F sharp, or you can come over here to the audio filters and hit F sharp up here. Okay, so now we're narrowing our search down. Let's see any other thing. Just click it if you want to play it. It'll go to the first track. You can hit play. Okay, so let's narrow it down even further. Let's say we're looking for loops at 100 BPM. Excuse me. Now, if you look here, all of it will be just loops that are 100 BPM in the key of F. Okay. Uh, let's narrow it. You can also narrow it down with all these audio filters on the side here. So if you want to change the tonality of the loop, you can make it a darker loop by dropping the frequency spectrum here. It starts at 20K, 20 kilohertz, excuse me. If you drop that down, you could drop it down to, let's say, 600 and change. Now, all the piano loops will be more on the darker side. It'll have a little bit more low end to them. Okay, so let's up that a bit. You could search by length. So you could drop the length down. So I don't want to have any loops no more than 8.7 seconds. I can't see from here. There we go. So now if you look here, you'll see no loops longer than 8 seconds. You can narrow it further by BPM, like a specific BPM range. Let's go here. Let me see. I want loops just between 86 BPM and 114. Now, you have to take the 100 out of here, otherwise it's still going to look for BPMs around 100. But now I have my BPM set to 86 to 114. So if you look here, you'll see nothing more than 114, nothing less than 86. Okay. You can also adjust the swing of the loop. That's good for like if you're looking for like drums with some swing to them. And you could add some rhythmic density, which is basically how busy the loop is. So it's the difference between having a kick, clap, and a hi hat versus a kick, clap, hi hat, percussion, and other little sound effects in it. That'll be like the complexity of the beat, rhythmic complexity, kind of. All right. So that's the audio filters. If over here, if you click here, it'll give you some suggested packs for popular packs or most suggested packs that you should look at. You can check out your recent history. Here are some of the attributes for the loops that are whatever you choose. And here's where you save your favorites. So if you find some loops that you like, if you hover over, let's say, let's click here. Let's say I like this loop. I can add it to my favorites by clicking the heart button, and that number will jump up. All right. So now, let's go. Let's see what else. Over here, you can check out some more tutorials and things like that. Up here, when you first open Loopcloud, you're going to want to hear some audio come out. So you want to come up here first. Go to where it says Preferences. Click where it says Audio. And then here's where you want to select your audio interface. I also have a Scarlett Solo. It's just not hooked up to the system right now. It wouldn't let me do what I want to do for this recording. So I'm using the 8i6 by Focusrite. All right. So we went over how you search for sounds, the audio filters. Now, if you want to purchase sounds, like let's say you want to purchase a loop, you like this loop, you want to add it to your library for personal use, you notice that if it's not paid for, it'll be in yellow, and you'll see a number next to it like 2. That means it costs 2 points, 2 Loopcloud points that you could easily purchase by clicking the button. Now I have 1,200 and something credits, so this is a no-brainer. I can just buy this loop, and now I can export this to my DAW. Let me just move the windows around so you can see both windows. No, I don't want to see that. Okay, give me a second. So now I could just export this by clicking here. I could drag and drop. Click Ableton Live. Now hit play. So that's how you export loops and download loops to your Ableton Live. You can also click here, and it'll give you more options for exporting. You can export the current mix, the original file, the process current track. You can process separate tracks, separate files. That's pretty nice. And the original separate files. So you can try those at your leisure. I don't want to go through all of those right now. But over here you have the BPM, and you could double it or you can half it. This will not work if you have it hooked up to your DAW, because your DAW is your controller at this point in time. So you can change the octave of your loop here. It'll also change the key. You can also lock the key. You can change the loop to whatever key you want. So let's change it to the key of G. Okay. Next, you have patterns. I'll go over that in a second. Under the menu is where you select, create your new sessions, load sessions, save your sessions. You can save up to 8 different tracks, 8 different loops to create different ideas that you could then export to your Ableton Live and build upon that. All right. Let's see. Next, you have your grid. Your grid is when you start editing your loops, you can move it around to a grid. And these are your tools for editing. Okay. This is your drag, your move tool. This is your scissor tool. Now let me just change this to 16th. Okay. This is kind of like a slip tool. This is a mute tool. You can mute clips once you chop them. You can reverse clips. Here you can change the You can change the pitch of different clips. Okay. You can also add effects to your loops. Simply click the effects edit button. You'll click the add effect button, and then you have everything from compressors, delays, EQs, filters, reverbs, vinyl stop, which is pretty cool. Um, Sorry about that. And you can also add multiple effects. Add an EQ followed by a compressor, followed by a filter, and you can come up with some pretty crazy sounding loops and different effects using these effects. Okay. Sorry. When you want to go back to your original settings, when you want to bring this whole loop back to regular, hit the reset button. So you'll never really mess up. So, all right. So those are the editing tools. Next, you can they have these things called patterns, and the patterns are pretty cool because it lets you make your own loops through like one shots and things like that. Let me just show you. It's better to show you than just tell you about it. Let's delete this real quick. Clear track. So let's make a beat real quick. All right, so I'm gonna start by searching. Go. I want a hip hop. I want a kick. All right, I'm not gonna go crazy sound searching, but you get the gist. So now I'm gonna take out kick. I'm gonna put in snare. Oh, I'm on track 2 with the snare. By the way, I'm sorry. So go to track 2. So I got a kick, a snare. Let's type in hi hat. Not gonna go crazy with this. This should be fine. Now we're gonna build on this kick. Oh, sorry. Put the hi hat on track 3. So I think I erased my snare. All right, so we got a kick on track 1, snare on track 2, and a hi hat on track 3. So for the hi hat, let's click the hi hat. We're gonna go to pattern where it says auto. Come up here where it says hi hat and shakers. You can go to general, and you can click any one of these you feel, or pick whatever genre you like. Let's pick. accented ones. Okay, now we're going to click the snare. Do the same thing. Go to snares and claps. I'll just go to hip hop snare 3. I'm going to go to kick. Go auto. Kick. Hip hop. I'm just choosing any one. And you can create little patterns just like that. So I'm going to take out this snare. I'm going to put in shaker. I'm going to put one shots. Okay, there we go. So now, go auto, go shakers. Excuse me, hi-hat shakers. Let's do. Now you can change the volume of each clip. If you come here where it says -4, you can drop the volume and scroll down. Put it back in the mix. Alright, we're going to go to track 5. Now for some track 5, we're going to do a little bit of melodics. So instead of shaker, we're going to type in guitar. We're going to look for guitar one shots on track 5. All right, like that right there. So we're going to take that guitar. Let's see if they have anything for guitars. If not, we'll make something a little crazy. We can go to plucks. Lucky Plucker. Let me see this. No. Creative effects. Give me a second. They got a lot of stuff here haven't tried out yet. You can scroll through the different patterns by clicking the arrow back and forth. And you can create some just crazy stuff. I don't know, let's go. Let's take out the guitar, type in bass. We'll take that bass note. Let's make something funky. Funk bass. You can also mute. You can also mute tracks. So okay. Then when you're done, you can export this whole 6 to 8 bars, 6 to 8 tracks into your Ableton Live, your MPC, Pro Tools, Cubase, FL Studio, whatever you're using. DAW wise, you can import it into your DAW and start building from there. All right. I hope this tutorial helps you. Like I said, Loopcloud has over 4 million different sounds and loops that you could try. They have a 30-day trial period for free. You can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please comment and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you click the link in the description, it'll be my affiliate link. So if you click the link and purchase it through my link, then I may receive a commission for it, and I would really appreciate that. So thank you in advance. All right. So, I'll show you the different tiers in Loopcloud so you can check it out. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to Loopcloud. Let's go here. Okay. That's my Loopcloud, but let's see. Here are the plans. So if you want the artist plan, it's $7.99 a month. You get 100 points per month. You get 5 gigabytes of cloud storage that you can upload your own personal sounds to the cloud on Loopcloud. You can upload it to 2 different machines. You could download up to 10 free sounds a day, and you get the plugin suite with it, which is Loopcloud Drum and Loopcloud Play. I'll show you those two on another day. Excuse me. You can go with the studio plan, which is probably the most popular plan. You get 300 points a month. You get the 1 gigabyte welcome pack. You get 50 gigabytes of cloud storage, 2 machine limit. You get 25 free sounds a day, plus you get the plugin suite also. And they have the professional bundle. So if you need a lot of storage, if you have a lot of sound sitting on your hard drive and you want to upload them to the cloud as a backup, this is probably your best plan. Because they give you 250 gigabytes of storage for your sounds. And that way, if anything happens to your hard drive, your personal hard drive, they be uploaded to Loopcloud so that when you buy another hard drive, you could re-download them to your hard drive. So it's a good thing to have. This one you could put on 4 machines and you get 50 free sounds a day. So that's nice too. Plus you get the 600 points per month. So that's nice. And this is monthly payments. You could go with the annual subscription, $79 a year for here, $120 a year for here, or $220 a year for here. All right. So I hope this video helps you. This is my Loopcloud tutorial for Loopcloud 6. If you have any questions in the description, leave them in the comments below. And I'd really appreciate if you go through the Loopcloud 6 link in my description box. There'll be other links in there from Amazon too on the gear that I have and the gear that I use for my own music production. I hope this video helps you. My name is Jimmy Conway, beatsforlyricist.com, music production tips, and I'm out. Peace.